How did we end up with so many jokers? Why are most of them Jimbo? And who will survive the great 126 joker showdown? There are no mods involved here, it's just another incredible seed where we find a lot of fun things to experiment with. You can pick up the smiley face here just to make the beginning easier, because as always we need to survive until we get to the cool stuff. An instant negative blueprint in a pack is crazy. I've never seen anything negative in a pack. Already now we're fine, we're just flying through. And we have a soul. Surprise! It's our good friend Perkeo. Is he also negative? Why not? A negative boy to spawn in negative consumables that we can use for all sorts of things. So we can stabilize the score here with some cards, but you can also just sell the consumables you do, because in the beginning we have no money whatsoever. And we need infinite cash to do the really crazy things. A banana for good luck, sure. It's definitely gonna play a huge role here. We can skip here and get a negative tag, and we don't even have to do any shop manipulation because this seed is crazy enough that it will still land on something very useful. Surprise, negative brainstorm, negative blueprint, negative Perkeo, a cool smiley face, a baron, a banana. It's a collection of random stuff. The banana didn't last. I'm going to have to go back and do just a banana run at some point. Can we fill up 100 slots with bananas, no other jokers allowed? It's gonna be very hard and a terrible build that will not last anywhere at all. Cryptid, very useful, we can make more kings. Because with the Baron, that's what we're going to use for score. And doing all the science things, we always need score, because the longer we live, the more stupid science we can do. So the negative consumables are worth $3 to $4, so we can sell a few, we can re-roll, and I should find something that I actually need. A Wraith. Creates a rare joker but sets money to 0. I have no money anyway. I would like to have some money now, and then we can nuke it later, because if we're using like 100 Wraiths, we can only set our money to 0 once. A Red Seal King, also perfect. We can just boost that boy and then spawn hopefully some death cards with Perkeo, so we can create only the card we want. A Mime, so we have literally everything we need except a million blueprints early on, so what a first world problem. I can't fit in all the things I have. This soul, I'm pretty sure is Shiko, however you pronounce his name, the guy what disables the boss blinds. He's kinda cool, he's not cool enough to be in here. So we went with Temperance in the pack for cash. I also found a Temperance in the shop, so we can just print some cash and everything is probably fine. Balancing everything is the real problem, the managing of all the cards. We need to manipulate cards, we need to make more kings. We need to make cash so we can buy all the things we need. We need to get the right jokers so we can create more cards, like we're only spawning 2 cards per time we activate Perkeo for now. We need to get the correct cards, we need to get roughly the same amounts of Ectos and Wraiths. It's like 5D chess with a stack of clowns. At least I don't need to play 7 million hands here, so I don't have to juggle a burglar, meaning that this will be roughly 8 hours faster or something like that, which is very nice. The Director's Cut voucher is incredible as well. I don't have to bring my blessed gardener boy, the Lucador, to deal with the plant. There are still, of course, many things that can go horribly wrong, but if we can reroll the boss blind at least once, there's some kind of safety in that. Hands are playing fine. The Invisible Joker has landed on different things when I've been testing this, but if we get a blueprint, amazing. We're now cooking with 50% more Perkeo power. So now I need to decide, do I just go all in on Wraiths and Ectos straight away, or do I continue to manage all the other cards as well? And the reserved parking joker is making a lot of noise, like it sounds like you're making so much money with the coin sound constantly going, but it's $1 Balatro a time. Incredibly useful. The deck is looking absolutely horrible, there's nowhere near enough kings. We could play something other than kings, but the Baron is just too strong. I don't see a way to do... Like, if I want to live long enough to really do a stupid experiment, I need the Baron and the Mime. I don't know what else would carry me that far. Maybe the cat again? Because I would like to use other jokers than just the same ones for score every time. There are loads of people out there who are fantastic at pushing the score and going all the way. It's not really my thing. Trading card will let me purge the deck a bit and make a tiny amount of money, but also with the Mime and the Red Seals, we can make some kind of terrible Mime money printer here. If I reactivate the Mime, I only have him reactivated once now. But we can fire off the golden cards multiple times. But this also leaves me with a problem where, sure, it's cool to have the golden cards now, but later I will need the steel cards for score. So when do I move from gold to steel? And can I even do that? Because now I've started stacking Wraiths and Ectos, so anything else that I want to do with Perkeo, the chances are very low that we get what we want. The Midas mask is interesting. I don't think it has a place in here now, but it's something I want to experiment with in the future. Brainstorm. Okay, so we instantly throw out the trading card. He purged like 3 cards. That's it for now. A very useful critical pickup, making me like $9 and removing 3 cards. Negative tags are always cool, because now that I know that the shop it's fairly scripted, like there are things that will impact it, like the showman will replace some things. I'm guessing if we can buy playing cards and that kind of stuff, we might not land where we want. But knowing roughly where the shop will land, we can re-roll and basically force this negative tag on something that matters, like this guy. 2 hand size, we can carry 2 more kings for more score, we can live longer, we can clone more cards, we can go down an ante as well, why not? This also impacts the shop, because now I'm basically back in 1 ante lower, and the shop continues from there until I get to the next ante again. More brainstorms. We now have 5 reactivates of Perkeo. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Print me some cards. You crazy negative magician boy. What is negative magic anyway? Is that reverse magic? So no magic? We back to just swords and stuff? I'm now also reactivating the mime 3 times, so we are printing some cash, but it's also just horribly slow and not making enough money to matter. Natural negative card sharp. We are only playing the same hand, so that guy will activate whenever I need more than 1 hand. Might not be big enough of a difference to matter, but we might as well have him. He looks kinda cool. But the showman is just always MVP. Like, I could not have all these brainstorms and blueprints without him. I am going to sacrifice him now, because I don't think I will be finding more blueprints that I can fit in anyway. I'm debating using one of my ectoplasms. I don't want to ruin my collection. But I could use one on a blueprint, for example, and I could have room for more jokers. That would, however, reduce my hand size and I would have less score, so I just opted not to do it. And as always, if you know a better way to do this, if I should have used an ectoplasm, you can look very smart and cool on the internet by correcting my horrible misplays. Score is becoming a problem, but we can, as always, just abuse Old Reliable the Serpent. Everyone's favorite boss, because we can just bully him into letting us go further than we would ever have any business going. So there is this immolate tool that lets you search for a specific seed in this game. But it will not run on an AMD setup, so I cannot actually do any real seed science. So if anyone knows a way around that, that would be fantastic. Just be aware that the game has about 2 quintillion seeds or something stupid like that, so don't get lost searching through them all. I did bring 1 secret card at the bottom of this pile, but the other 235 of them should be Wraiths and Ectoplasms. So what we do now is just we fire off the Ectoplasms, get the negative dudes, reduce our hand size by minus 17 billion or whatever it's gonna end up on, and we spawn rare jokers with the Wraith. There we have him. Number 29 is a Jimbo, because we have all the rare jokers. If I kept the showman, I would just get duplicates of them, but now I will get literally only Jimbos, the one true joker, the king clown to rule them all. So what are we going to do with so many Jimbos? First off, we have a funny guy spawning in holographic. I can't actually make him negative. Thankfully, we have the sacrificial dagger to deal with bad boys. But when you're spawning more than 100 jokers in one go, maybe a little bit of a clown fiesta on the side is what we have to live with. Minus 115 hand size, but that is also cumulative with every card we used before. So I will never be playing a real actual functioning hand ever again. 126 jokers would have been 128 if it wasn't for the 2 extra special Jimbos. 97 Jimbos would have been 99 with the super clowns. So I hope you weren't expecting a nice even number, because we are annoyingly close from getting just 100 Jimbos. And the only thing left to do is the final card, the Royal Rumble. In one corner we have 28 random jokers and in the other we have 97 Jimbos. Surprise, Jimbo won. So with 1 normal and 1 negative Jimbo, we have Jimbo minus Jimbo. So technically, very technically, this is ante 24 with no jokers. High card level 146. Wow, what a rookie number. If you like this, maybe you would also like to see how we pushed the Space Joker so hard the high card level went over 4000. Thank you for watching.